guys, welcome back to Tip Tuesday. My name is Matthew Sturkey with Stone Mill Log and Timber Homes. Thanks for joining us. Last week we started a series on kitchen design tips, and we are privileged to have a special guest this week. Her name is Lisa Smith. She is with Ferguson Enterprises, and she is here today to talk to us a little bit more about kitchen design tips. Lisa, thanks for joining us today.
Hi, I'm Lisa Smith with Ferguson Enterprises. Let's talk kitchens. When you're building a new home, you need to think about several things before you even start designing your kitchen. This will make it easier and it will flow quicker with your cabinet designer if you have these decisions made before you go in for your appointment. Number one, what type of cooking are you going to need? Are you going to be doing gas or electric? If you're doing gas, you need to know if you're going to have natural gas or propane. That is easily found out from your builder when you can find out what type of gas is run to your site, or if you're going to have to put a propane tank in, or if you're just going to go with electric. There are a lot of great innovations in electric cooking right now for those outlying areas that don't provide gas. You can do induction, and that actually comes in ranges now, where it used to just come in cooktops. So that's your first decision. How am I going to cook? Am I going to have a range? Am I going to have a cooktop and wall ovens? Am I going to do a microwave over a wall oven, or am I going to do it under the cabinet as a drawer microwave? Second thing is, how am I going to ventilate that cooking? Am I going to do a stainless steel hood? Am I going to do a microwave over my cooktop or range that is also a vent? Or am I going to have a ventilation in a built-in cabinet or a decorative surround of some way? And how can I vent that ventilation? How am I going to get all of the smoke and smells out of the house? Am I going to be able to go up and out, or am I going to have something that recirculates, because I can't do that? All of those things need to be thought about before you start doing cabinet selections. Secondly, in refrigeration, there are a lot of new things that you can do. Are you going to do a regular stainless steel refrigerator? Are you going to do something like this that has panels on it? Are you going to need some wine storage? We have both full size that you can store, or there are also under counter units. If you need more refrigeration space and don't have a lot of space to do that in, but you have under cabinet areas, you can also do a refrigerator drawer. Those are often handy in bars or in areas like a coffee station. Speaking of coffee, a new thing that has come out are coffee makers that are fully built in. You can make espresso, you can make lattes, you can have hot water for hot chocolate and teas, all made with this unit, and you can also have a warming drawer for your cups. Lastly, dishwashers. A lot of homes lately have more than one dishwashers as people are entertaining more at home and having larger families. A lot of people have a back kitchen for this very purpose, to use for caterers when they come to their home. Or you may find that you have a huge family and you need two dishwashers just to get all of your dishes done at one time, rather than having them sit in the sink. We're going to move on to plumbing now. In each kitchen, you're going to need at least one sink. It's important to think about what your sink is going to be before you go and make your cabinet selections. Are you going to do an apron front sink? Are you going to do an undermount? Or are you going to do a drop-in? All of these things will be very important for your cabinet designer to know, so they know what kind of cabinet to put it in and what size you're going to need. So with a apron front sink, you have to have a cabinet that will allow for that cutout so they can slide it in, and you need to have bracing under the bottom to hold it. An undermount is pretty easy to install, as well as a drop-in sink. Drop-ins are usually used when you're using laminate or wood countertops. So you need to think about your countertop material too. You might at this time also want to think about your backsplash if you're going to do a backsplash full height like your countertops, or if you're going to use some kind of tile or no backsplash at all. Everything's fine. It's your own decision on how you design your kitchen to make it a happy place for you. Some other plumbing pieces that you're going to need are a sink faucet. You might want a filtered faucet or a hot water faucet. And if you're having a disposal, you may want a countertop switch. This allows you to just push a button to turn your disposal on and off and not have to worry about a switch on the wall or a switch under your cabinet. Filtration is very important in water safety. So you can also have an under-counter filter if you don't want to have a filtration faucet that allows full flow from your kitchen faucet. And you will really have filtered water that you can use with everything. The last thing I want to touch on today is lighting. In a kitchen, you have several sources of lighting that you can use. Most kitchens have task lighting in the way of can lighting or surface mount lighting in the ceiling. Some people who have vaulted ceilings even use some kind of a track lighting where you can adjust the cylinder heads to shine down on your cooking space or on your countertops. You also will have lighting in your hood. Most all hoods have lighting in those. You can opt to do pendants. These can either be decorative, like these that don't offer a lot of task lighting, or you can have something that can shine right down on your countertop to give you extra light in needed spaces. Other things that you can do in the kitchen for lighting is you can use in the cabinet lighting to highlight those beautiful glass doors, and under cabinet lighting that gives you more direct lighting on the counter for tasks. You also can put lighting underneath your space for seating. I hope this has been helpful for you today, and feel free to come in any of our Ferguson showrooms to talk more about kitchens. Until next time, I'm